Hey, you guys, you see this picture here? This is, we set up a shield around the moon, and all the Mexican food, the sentient Mexican food, the burritos and tacos are now living on the moon, and they are surrounded by a shield. And we had to use a quadrature phase shift keyer to install the shield around the moon. And that means that churchofgail.com is back. But the reason I'm showing you this picture is because this, I think, is a very important picture. This is from a website that popped up called www.666-computer.com. And the Jesuits are scrambling to get this website offline. We think it may be an unintended side effect of rebuilding the quadrature phase shift keyer, which we had to do in order to maintain the stability of the shield around the moon to keep the, I guess we call them the moonsicans, the burritos and tacos, the sentient burritos and tacos from escaping from the moon. It's like a barrier fence. And we believe that this may be a Jesuit computer satellite resource that the Jesuits did not intend to connect to the internet as a website. We think that this may possibly be the actual 666 computer, which would be, it could be the Stargate. You ever saw that movie, the 1994 movie Stargate? It could be like the gateway to the actual Jesuits' main computer. And I don't know, I have a gut feeling about this. I was watching the movie Stargate, that 1994 movie, and Terrance said the nanotechnology research team believes that there is secret code on this, that picture you're looking at. It's, let me see if I can explain what he saw. That symbol that you're looking at, it's actually a satanic symbol, but it has all kinds of hidden things in it. The nanotechnology research team pointed out that the outside is actually 3 6s, and they're rotated around a triangle. And even the spacing of the Z and the K are full of golden ratios. And they said the symbol on, this symbol on 666-computer.com seems to have some odd code. They said there doesn't seem to be any mind control technology in it, but they said it might be helpful if the world scientists could help us decode it. The fact that the Jesuits are trying so hard to take this website down indicates that it was not supposed to come up. And kind of like, remember that movie Stargate made in 1994? There was one guy who was able to decode a very important message that gave them clues about a mystery. And I think we've got a similar situation here. I think that, I wonder if somebody could check out this site, www.666-computer.com, and contact Terrance, Jenkins, or men, and they started up a new website because the website that we used before, right now Church of Gail's Communications Arrays got knocked offline by the Sentient Burrito and Taco. And so the website, if anybody can help out our men, we have a new website. It's, goodness, I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. GAILSMEN, GAILSMEN @yahoo.com. So you can contact my men there. If there's anybody out there, maybe somebody who specializes in archaeology or in satanic symbols, who can decode this picture, you may unlock the gateway to the main Jesuit computer. And this could be a major breakthrough for me and my men in our war against the Jesuit order. So if somebody out there, kind of like the guy in the movie Stargate from 1994, could decode the secret meanings to this code, just like in Stargate, contact my men at the email address that'll be right underneath this video. So we'd really appreciate it. So as I was saying, we did manage to get all of the sentient burritos and tacos on the moon. Zach Knight wanted them on Mars, but we wanted to keep Mars open because the NASA likes to do research on the surface of Mars, so we didn't want to mess up their ability to go to Mars. So the sentient burritos and tacos are on the moon, and even though they multiply at a phenomenal rate, we believe that because we're forcing them to be confined to the moon, that they will have to cut back on their reproductive activities. But it's working out really well. Every now and then, a couple of them will break through, and, you know, kind of like they break through illegally, like a criminal element. They have criminal elements among their population, just like we do among our population. But it's working out really good. The only thing they need is oxygen, and we've made a deal with them that if they'll give us ingredients for Mexican food for our Taco Bell restaurants here on Earth, then we'll give them oxygen. And Terrance Jenkins on Skype said that's working out really well. So we appear to have the problem with the burritos and tacos solved. They're all living on the moon. And we put a shield around the moon, and in order to do that, we had to use the quadrature phase shift keyer, which helps maintain the stability of the shield. And Church of Gail, that website about churchofgail.com is back up. Looks like Zach Knight put up orderofthejesuits.com, but fortunately crazygail.com is not back up. And I don't know, but we had to do something for these sentient burritos and tacos anyways. We found out that another website that came up was www.666-computer.com. And I showed you the symbol at the beginning of this video. And any archaeologist or anybody who's good with languages or with coding and could help us to decode, we believe that there is a very important code on that symbol that has the Z and the K on it. And if we can decode that, we may learn the secret gateway to the Jesuits' main computer. We might even be able to take over their computer. And if we can do that, we might have a result like they did in that movie Stargate, 1994 movie, where if anybody's seen that movie, it was all about decoding these messages. And there was one guy, the main character, who was able to decode messages and find out all sorts of things. And that opened up, I think, like a gateway. I got to watch that movie again. But I remember the decoding part was very important. And I think we've got a similar scenario. And when I was watching the movie, Jesus seemed to be nudging me like, there's something important here that I want you to catch, Gail. And he knew that I would be Skyping with Terrance today, and that Terrance would be talking about the, about the quadrature phase shift keyer and this new strange website that the Jesuits are very nervous about. They're really trying to pull this website down. So I'm going to post this video right now. And please contact my men at gailsmen@yahoo.com if you can decode this page. Okay, don't contact me, contact them at gailsmen@yahoo.com. Okay, right now, if you use gailcordschuler@gmail.com, it doesn't work right now because they have to fix the communications array at Church of Gail. So if you can help us decode this page, I think this may be a major breakthrough in our battle with the Jesuit order. Any scientists out there, archaeologists, or anybody who studies linguistics, or I don't know what you need, or maybe this is like, what was that movie that they called the, oh, my mind just went blank, but it's probably more like Gateway. There was another movie about a code. I can't remember what the name of the movie was, but I think we're in a similar situation. We need somebody to decode this. My mind just went blank. There was another movie, more recent, and it was a big hit too, but I can't remember the name of it. But this kind of reminds me of Stargate, 1994 movie, okay? Please help us figure out the mystery behind this code.